is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cowboys ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse. It starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Deafening in here, the paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. And the defense aim got him at the 27. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him in
Snags it down the right side. Running free. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Horn. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Iowa State sending the offense back out. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Cyclones headed quickly to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quick.
There he goes! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
and they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cyclones! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And the Cowboys are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the 1st quarter still. He has been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense may have to start triple covering this guy.
And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by a field goal over the Stallions. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking downfield on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Direct snap. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. He's going to fire deep. Reels it in down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Horn. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Intercepted, and their defense has set him up. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. And that ball is live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Of those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch down the right side. Finds some room. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
They'll line up to go for 2. They want to throw it. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got him downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Fires to the big fella. Bust through behind his pad. Oh, he's got some space. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Finds the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Makes the grab. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Cruz. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. Big guy tries to barrel in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Breaks the tackle. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cyclones! The defense putting points on the board.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Davey, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 19 over the Rebels. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. expected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The Cowboys, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Boom. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Swings it out to the flat. Gets away. He smashes his way through again. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Pulls and fires complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Brings it in down the left side. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Making side adjustments here. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Iowa State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. And wings it incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking just like that guy did there.
And the Cowboys with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Timeout, Iowa State.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Second and long here, but objective number one, keep that clock moving. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oklahoma State.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneaks it in. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. It's a seam wide open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The give to the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in.
Touchdown, Cyclones! Fitted in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Purdue delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Big Ten. Trust me when I say the party is on. And
it's a fumble. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had him. Unleashes one deep. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll line up to go for two. They'll go to the air. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.